as we commence our ideation of pitches. Mary Mbugwa, do we want to give a resounding round of applause as she steps to the stage? Okay, I've been asked to buy the presenter 2 minutes. Okay, I don't know what to say. Okay, maybe I'll just hand over the microphone to Mary so you could just start giving us a quick introduction about who you are, and yeah, super excited.
All right. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mary Mbugwa. I'm with Vivify Incubation. We are also an entrepreneurs launchpad, but like Anza, we've been contracted by Anza to come and facilitate this session. And so briefly, I'll take you through what a business model canvas is. The lady, my fellow facilitator who was supposed to do it, actually just got sick, so I have to just try and pitch in for her. So let's go ahead. You have the presentation? All right. So basically, a business model canvas is a plan describing how your business intends to make money. It's a one-page plan which is visual. It gives you all the different parts of the business, whether it's marketing, who your partners are, how you intend to make money, you know, it on a one page. So we are going to be able to go through all these different facets and help you define these components on very easily as you proceed with your ideation. I'm sure most of you have gone through it, but if you haven't, there'll be facilitators going around within the different groups, helping you to be able to define all these different components. Have we started? Okay. I think there's a problem, but we'll get there. I think there are 9 parts in the business model canvas. All of them are able to help you derive your business value proposition. The value proposition is the most important because it helps you define clearly what it is that you're offering to the client. So you're looking at what is the gap that you intend to fill and how you intend to fill it. So that value proposition will be your selling point at any one particular time. So this business model canvas, it's a strategic management template helping you develop new business models, to help you develop your new business model. And if you already have a business model in place, it will help you redefine it and look at what else is there that is happening in the market or that is happening within the universe that you need to readjust yourself. So I think, thank you so much, that at least now it's going to show up on the screen. So this is a business model canvas snippet. Let's go to the next one. Next slide, please. So a business model canvas describes how your organization creates, delivers, and captures value. How will you create value, deliver, and capture it? All these in this business model canvas. It has 9 blocks, as you have just said, covering all the 4 business areas. Customers, what it is that you're offering, the infrastructure and how you intend to create value and deliver the value, and the financial visibility. How will you make the money at the end of the day? Because money is what matters. You have to be able to define how you're going to bring in the money. Next, please. The next slide. So in the very first, I would like us to start with the value proposition. It's important that you derive or you're able to define what it is that is your value proposition. What is it? What is the pain that you are experiencing? And what are the gains that you intend to get after you have been able to relieve your pain? So that is a value proposition. It has to be very clear to you, so that it's also very clear to the audience that you are going to be presenting to. This value proposition is the basic element within the business model canvas. So next we can either go left or right, but I always prefer to start with the left. Who are the partners? Who do you need to partner with for this value proposition in your business? Who do you need to partner with? What do they bring to the table? Who are your customers? Or who are the intended customers? Or who are the people that you intend to partner with, if it's the university or the government? What do they bring to the table? It is very important that you are able to clearly define these. Are they accessible? Are they efficient? What are their capabilities and their capacity? Are they also credible people that you are able to work with? So then the next item on the business model canvas are the key activities. What do we need to do to be able to deliver our value proposition? What are the key activities that we need? If you are going to build a business, what are your key activities that you'll be able to get to be able to deliver your value proposition, to be able to deliver your product or your service? This is where the key activities come in. And then we have the key resources. What unique resources do you have or do you need? What key resources do you have? Are they the IP, the information, access, skills? What key information do you have in your organization to be that are key resources that you can be able to walk out with and say, these we have our intellectual property, we have all these certifications that we have been able to gather for this particular product or service. We also look at relationships. How will we acquire our customers? And what is the cost of acquiring a customer or a donor? Very key, very important. This we will discuss a lot tomorrow during the pitch deck. Customer acquisition cost is very key at this particular point. So how will we acquire a customer, and what will be the cost of each customer, so that you're able to know at the end of the day, what will you be able to take back home after you've been able to acquire the customer and taken care of all the other costs. So, and then who are your customers? The channels, how will we reach our clients? Is it on social media? How will we reach all the clients that we intend to get? Is it on social media? Is it physical marketing? Are you going to go out walking? So how will we reach our clients? The last part of the business model canvas that I really love is the cost centers. How will you make money? What are your costs in doing this business? Is it a sustainable business? What are your fixed costs and the variable costs? These ones you need to include them very well and very clearly at this particular point. And then after that, now we go to the last part, which is the revenue streams. And whereas we're looking at the revenue streams, what are the kind of revenues that you intend to get from your business? Are they very clearly documented? Are you very clear with them in your mind that this is what the kind of revenue you want? And then at what particular point will you break even? So that is where the the financial forecast comes in. But we'll discuss this a lot tomorrow when you're discussing the pitch decks, because the financial forecast will come in, yes, but at a later point. At this particular point, I just need to know that do you understand your numbers? Do you know who your customer is? Do you know what your revenue streams? Is it guaranteed and for a particular time? And do you know how your revenues will be able to grow, maybe compounded on a year-to-year basis? So, and then finally, how much cash is required to start off this business? Now, that is where the ask comes in. How much will you be able to, what are you asking for at the end of the day when you're doing your business model canvas? How much do you need to start off your business? Or if it is not in cash, how much in kind do you need to be able to put it together? So in a nutshell, this is what a business model canvas. It's a visual representation of your business at one go. It helps you look at your business, your organization, or whatever it is that you want to do, your product or your service manufacturing in one page. And in that one page, you're able to look at all the facets involved. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that. Another big round of applause for Mary. Okay, we are finally diving into the most interesting part of our business idea marathon. Listening and picking the 10 ideas that are going to be built over the next few hours. So I'd like to ask our participants to get ready, because I will be calling out at random, and you only have 1 minute and 30 seconds to convince the audience that your business idea should be among the 10 ideas that will be selected to continue during this idea marathon. So I hope the audience is ready, because you also do get to play a very crucial role. Let's make sure that we pay attention, because if we miss out one idea, they lose the opportunity to actually build out something that could be phenomenal in solving the entrenched gender-based violence across Kenya and beyond. Our participants, are you ready? As I said, I am calling out at random, and you have 30 seconds to make your way to the podium. First, I would like to have Joseph Waweru. Joseph Waweru. Remember, you have 30 seconds to convince this audience here. 1 minute and 30 seconds to convince our audience that you are the part of the 10 ideas to be accelerated.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon once again. Okay, my name is Joseph Wawero from YMCA Kenya. I'm the programs director at Shaurimoyo branch. For those who are aware of Shaurimoyo, is an informal settlement whereby we deal with any kind of Kenyan who is around there. And us being a community-based organization, we try to help where we can. And this is one of our, we try to help for the GBV issues, we have two options. We have a training facility, a training college, which is recognized by the government of Kenya. We do exams like NEC, NITA, and everything. So for our girls who are in the slums, when they come to us for help from our place, we have different courses we offer them, very short courses, 3 months, 6 months. For example, we do hairdressing. For hairdressing, what we do, we give them the skills, and then after that, previously what we are doing, after they graduate, we are giving them a startup kit. We give them we get sponsors, they are given blow dryers, everything that they need to start up a salon. But unfortunately, in the informal settlement, they need quick money. So we found that when we give them those things, they go and sell. So we have given them a safe space. After graduating, they come back to our college, they bring their clients to our place. We give them a space, they do their work, they earn their coin, and then they go back to their homes with something in their pockets. By that, we are able to confirm that they are able to get food on their table, and they are able to feed their kids. With the percentage of our students, they are from around 15 years to 23 years. And according to the statistics which are being shared here, even the 16-year-old girl has a kid. 95% of our students, and I'm talking about the population of around 300 students, they have kids. We don't force them, we tell them, come with your kids, study when they are playing outside there, and then we are able to help them so that they can get out of maybe those toxic marriages which are giving them, maybe their fights every day, they are just engaging in drugs, and then after that, fighting at night, affecting the kids. That is one of them. Another one is that there are some parents, these single mothers, they are not academically qualified to study our courses. So what we do, we have a program where we do soap making. You know, soap making, you don't need a lot of skills. So we teach them how to make soap, liquid soap, bar soap, and then they're able to go. We give them, because we just give them some chemicals and advice on how to go about it, they are able now to go and sell. Soap is needed every day. It's a daily household use. So they are able to sell and make an income from the proceeds. So that one is the YMCA. That is one of the things that we are using to counter GBV. Because when we make this girl independent, they are able to provide for themselves. They are not able to go back to those toxic marriages, and then they are able to stand. And to cream the cake, what we do, we support them because they just come from the neighborhood. We support them by giving their kids free education. We know that even primary school in Kenya is free, but whenever you get a chance to study in a good school, you opt for that. So at least for those who cannot be able to take their kids there, we give them basic education in primary school, and their kids also study from there. So the mom goes to the college, and the kid comes to our daycare or primary education section. So that's what we are doing, and we are hoping that with more resources and with more cooperation from our partners, we are able to make Shauri Moyo, Majengo slums, because that's our catchment area, Kamukunji, we are able to make it a GBV-free zone, because once we get these ladies independent, they will be able now to go back home with something. They will not rely on their maybe toxic husbands or something, or parents like that. So that's what we are doing, and we are hoping to continue, God willing, in an even bigger way. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Joseph. For the other participants, remember you have 1 minute and 30 seconds. Next, I would like to call to the stage Daniel Kabi Mwangi. Daniel Kabi Mwangi. Remember, clear, concise, 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Daniel. I'm the co-founder HeyDJ Limited. HeyDJ is an online music platform that allows music lovers to be able to send music requests to the DJs live at any venue, whether at home, in the club, or any entertainment joint. This allows every participant within our platform, one, to be able to showcase their skill, at the same time generate revenue, since every music request sent is charged a small fee, whereby HeyDJ retains a small percentage. So in terms of gender-based violence, this also, one, we know that the atmosphere in our current economy and the clubs is not very favorable to women. Very rarely do we see female DJs playing in our clubs. So this one allows all female DJs, whether skillful or learning, one, to be able to showcase their skill and also make a living from it. At the same time, they can do it at the comfort of either their houses or any safe venue they feel. In addition, HeyDJ also has a marketing or an advertisement platform in which all other businesses, in terms of promoting safe space for girls to market and share their products. And I think that's much of it.
Thank you so much. Next, I would like to call to the stage Jacqueline Indeto. Jacqueline Indeto. I'm not seeing anybody getting up. Steve Dimba. Steve Dimba. Remember, we have 1 minute and 30 seconds. For the audience, I hope you are writing down all these ideas. You have one of the largest responsibilities here today to pick the 10 that will be moving forward to the next round. Steve, over to you.
When is my time going on?
1 minute.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How many have WhatsApp on their phone here? Very good. How many have a doctor's number, a therapist, or a pharmacist number on their phone? The number has gone down. How many have a number of a doctor when they call, they'll pick immediately? The number is drastically reduced. My name is Steve Dimba from Clinic Telehealth. I'm here to provide you a platform that can allow anybody to access a doctor services virtually via telephone call, a virtual call, or a chat on WhatsApp. In that regard, for gender-based violence, when that issue happens, the victim or the people around them always scatter to find an ambulance, or a doctor, or a police that can be able to help. If we provide such a tool on a platform that people already have, which is WhatsApp, we're providing an access, easy access to those services. So that's my proposition to this particular. I'm the co-founder of Clinic Telehealth. The number is already live and running. If you need me, we'll be able to talk later on. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Clear, concise. John Mwenda. 1 minute and 30 seconds. To stun our audiences, I hope you are all listening and getting ready to vote. John, over to you.
Hello, everyone. My name is John, and I'm the founder at Residence Technologies. And 3 years ago, in the midst of COVID, I ordered a pizza for home delivery. And it wasn't for me, I was at work. It was for my little sister. And the pizza got delivered well and good. But then afterwards, I realized that the delivery guy started chatting with my little sister because he got her phone number from the platform that I was ordering the pizza from. And apparently, he bought a pizza for her, and I came back at home and I found another empty pizza box in the trash, and I was like, what's happening? And that shocked me because by the time I got hand on it, she was probably pregnant. And that drove me mad. It made me quit my job because I was like, okay, we can't do business like this. And this is because every time you make an order online, a rider gets your phone number because they need that extra information to give them, right? And I wanted to build a platform or an option for little girls like my sister or your sister or my mom to be able to share that same phone call, that same details, because we don't have an addressing system anyway. So how can we share our home addresses in the simplest way that the rider can understand? Because they don't understand the 16th Avenue, 14th Street. They don't understand that, but they understand where the goats used to graze. They can understand that, and that's what I want to build with your support. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, James. Next, I would like to call Grace Kinuthwa. Grace? Luis Wambui. Luis? Okay, I see you standing up. You have 1 minute and 30 seconds to stun our audiences. For the audience, remember your big responsibility here is to ensure that we pick 10 inspiring ideas to move on to the next step.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Wambui Gadoga, and I'm a founder of Christos Global Foundation. And in this, I'd like to pitch for my idea in Makueni County, a region that is commonly known for fruits farming, and especially mangoes. But now we have a major challenge whereby we find that farmers are not able to, and especially women, they are not able to make good gains from their agricultural produce due to the perishability of the mangoes and the fact that it's a seasonal fruit. So you find that farmers, the mangoes are perishable, so, and we need to increase longevity. So here I'm pitching for support in getting fruit drying machinery so that we are able to have that technology to dry the mangoes and extend their shelf life. so that we are able to improve the market value, ensuring that there is an year-round income stability, especially for the women. I hope this is convincing enough, and I hope you can buy into my idea. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Luis. Next, I would like to invite Joel Nyawita. Joel Nyawita. Okay. I hope you are all noting down these ideas. We only get to pick 10.
Hello and good afternoon. My name is Joel Nyawita, and my idea is called Safe Havens for single college students. Let me ask you a question. How many of us have seen their little sisters having kids and then having to go to school? Or any girl, she has gotten a kid and then she has to go to school, to college especially. And in our culture, what we do, we usually think that those girls are spoiled, and a number of people leave their kids. They'll tell you, I'll pay your fees, but I'm not going to to babysit your child. So they have to go to school with their kids or leave these kids at home. Now, the other thing that also happens is that when a child, the girl leaves the kid and at home and she's in school, she doesn't concentrate. True or false? Now, the other thing that again happens, our institutions of higher learning do not accept learners to come to class with their kids. True or false? True. What if we have hostels designed specifically for students, ladies with kids? Because the fathers have gone, usually they impregnate them and go. Is that gender violence? Yes. So what if we have a hostel designed for ladies with small kids? This hostel is spacious enough with a bed and a cot. Then there is a daycare room somewhere, and we hire qualified people to take care of the kids when they're in class. And then we also employ a matron who is a licensed counselor to counsel them when they come back from school. And we also have a lawyer on retainer. In case they need legal aid, they can get it. That's my idea. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that. Next, I'd like to call Moses Ocheng. You have 1 minute and 30 seconds to wow our audience.
Hello, everyone. My name is Moses. Back in 2020, when I was schooling at Egerton, a friend called me from Nairobi. She said her cousins had been raped, and the parents of the cousins had died. So she wanted me to go over to their home in Nakuru and help the girls. You can imagine the frustration at night. That's why I built Sharia Street. Sharia Street is a platform that inspired by ChatGPT. It enables victims to learn why they are victims, enables them to connect to social justice centers around them, to be able to find help, and enables people to start campaigns on GBV across different social media. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that. Next, I would like to ask Wanjiru Laura Nicole to come to the stage. You have 1 minute and 30 seconds to wow our audience. Do not forget, audience, you can only pick 10.
Hi, everyone. My name is Laura Nicole. I'm a student at Catholic University, and I'm here to pitch my idea. One thing, I feel so bad to hear that women are being harassed when they are doing business, especially Uber business. And I've come to hear about foreigners who have been mistreated when they are using Ubers. So my business idea will be to launch a transportation service that is focused on providing safe and secure transportation options for women and girls. This includes partnering with like Bolt, Uber, InDrive. For example, we have Uber, we have motorcycles, we have Uber Extra Large. So what if we have Uber for women, where women can get into business, they can be Uber drivers, and also other women will feel comfortable ordering that Uber. And then my second idea will be empowering GBV survivors through creating income by bringing up a business by the name Rag Tufting. We've seen that Makiko has just presented here that there's a business going on in Uganda where people make bags and then they sell them. What if we also have that in Kenya where people, or rather women GBV survivors, are going to do rag tufting and then they are going to sell the rags internationally? Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. Next, I would like to invite Nelson Njuguna. 1 minute and 30 seconds to wow our audience.
Hi everyone, this is Nelson Juguna, a recent graduate. So my idea is all about BSafe AI. I know this BSafe AI, one of the solutions is to provide real-time crime mapping. Like I can ask, who knows the crime history in this area? The crime history, maybe that happens yesterday, last week, or previous month. There's no one. So BSafe AI, it will provide a platform where it will have the real-time mapping. If a crime happens in this area, our platform will post the crime where the user will post the crime type, the age of the victim, and also the age and the area, because our platform will be geolocation API directly. And the other second, we provide an OpenAI chatbot, and also it will be accessible with all browsers. And also it will provide the text audio blogs, and also it will have an emergency contact platform, and also it will link up with WhatsApp. Yeah, that's my idea, the BSafe AI.
Thank you so much, Nelson. May I please call to the stage Esther Mohonja? Esther? Michelle Wakarua? Kaibira? Michelle? Rachel Kishuri? You have 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Hi, Jehovah. Okay. So my name is Rachel, an ex-student of Daystar University. And my pitch is on, just like most of you have said, you want to do digital programs. So my pitch today is about starting from engaging in digital literacy for those women. Then after which, we will do something called integration of human-centered design, where the women particularly pick whether it is a business they want to run or any other venture they would like to venture into, depending on the skills they learn. So how that happens is, we find that there are very many safe houses around, like, I can't remember who presented it, said there are 81. So we find different professional calibers of women in those situations, yes? So particularly an example is you find there's a lawyer in that safe house, and then yet there's a girl who literally just cleared Form 4. So one step is to leverage on those women who are skilled enough to also assist the girls in things like job training, and also give them basic knowledge of how to maneuver their career choices. So when you give them digital literacy, they're able to then pick something they feel is more viable for them. So we support that through donors and also other women around us. So my partner is going to finish the pitch.
Hi, I'm Lina Ogutu. On digital literacy, I'm going to add or maybe talk about being on therapy and mentorship. So on therapy and mentorship, these will be organizing mental health awareness to people, especially maybe to those in the village or in the cities, estates. We talk to them about mental health, make them aware of what is it all about. So with this, we are able to maybe prevent the GBV that we are talking about. Okay.
Thank you so much. Next, I would like to invite Mark Wambua. Mark? Mark? Do we have front Vince? Remember, you have 1 minute and 30 seconds to wow our audiences. Wow. Okay, I'm wowed.
Sorry, I'm finished. Thanks. Just joking. Sorry. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. I'll be very, very quick. My name is Vince Hiller, Data Lock Limited. Ours is about prevention. So actually, somebody said, if Hitler's mom had a miscarriage, 85 million lives would have been saved. All right? So that's very powerful because we say, if you can prevent GBV before it happens, then how many lives are going to be saved? Think about it. So we spend a lot of money and effort firefighting after the fact. Somebody has been beaten, abused, whatever. That's too much. So why don't we take the sharp end of the stick? 80% of survivors are who? Are women. So it means the men are the ones who are who are the aggressors. So why don't we reach these men where they are? So we have a platform called Kinga. It's a platform where we've realized the sharp end of the stick is who? The Boda Boda riders. We have 2.4 million Boda Boda riders in Kenya. Yet every time you talk about Boda Bodas, people think they're bad. A few apples make the whole entire basket bad. So we want to say Boda Bodas are good. Let's harness the power and the might of the Boda Bodas by educating them on GBV. Now, a lot of issues here have centered about how do we reach them. So Kinga, first and foremost, registers the Boda Bodas through their circles using face AI recognition. So this is a KYC, so that anybody who orders a Boda Boda rider now can feel safe that this person is a registered circle member. Number two, we take them through lessons, small digital lessons, about two minutes long. They can do it at their own time instead of going to a school or a hotel where it's expensive and time. So this, they're able to do it at their own time, do an online test. They pass the test, then move to the next module. So you can't move to the next module until you pass the first test. So there are about 15 modules. After that, you get a sticker that will appear on your profile. When a woman orders a Boda, she can say, oh, Vince is a GBV certified Boda Boda. So she feels safe, not for her, but also for her children. Remember, 60% of Boda Boda passengers are women. So anytime there's an incident about a woman being harassed, Boda Boda business goes down. So in this engagement, we feel that we can be able to encourage Boda Boda's riders to realize where the money is coming from. It's from the women they're abusing. So stop the abuse and earn more money in your pockets. That's our goal. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Do we have Fua City in the house? Fua City? Then I'd like to call Victoria Atieno.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. My name is Victoria. I work for Soko Kenya. So our main idea is around menstruation at workplace. And Soko Kenya being an EPZ, it's under apparel sector. We work with women in our company. And what we realized is that when a woman is on her periods, even the productivity goes down. And for the past 5 years, we have been able to come up with the reusable sanitary towels. And with the reusable sanitary towels, we have supported the women we work with, but remember we are based in Kilifi, and Kilifi has a lot of EPZs around, and they share a lot. And by going around, we realized that other women working in these EPZ areas, they have the same problem as the women we work with. So how do we reach them with the reusable sanitary towels we have? Donor funding has gone down. And every time and again you give someone something, they may not take good care of them. So we were looking at how accessible, how can you make these reusable sanitary accessible, other than them being accessible? Is it something that a woman can be able to afford. So the reusable sanitary we have at the moment seem to be very expensive. So what we did is we went back to the drawing board and looked at how can we make it affordable to anyone. So the pad we have, the reusable pad we have right now is going to be affordable and accessible to the women within the apparel sector. And it's not just about the product, we are also looking at how to train them around gender-based violence, how to do sensitization around gender-based violence, issues to do around with sanitation in the workplace. So it's not just about the product that we want to make it affordable and accessible, but also to look at how MHM at workplace is being looked at. So kindly, we are hoping for the best with this forum.
Okay, so we have 3 more minutes of pitches. I would like to invite Magdalene Lipesa. Magdalene.
Ladies and gentlemen, so yeah, my name is Magdalene Lipesa and I work for Bar Hostess Empowerment and Support Program. So just to go straight to the idea, actually at Bar Hostess, we basically do empowerment program, and through that we have 4,322 women living with HIV. Now I'm looking at it in this manner, because we normally just concentrate on care and treatment. Now, how well do we actually focus on balancing diet? So that's why we came in, and my pitch will be introducing, because we have a business called Classic Peanut for them, because we have the women in support group whereby they gather and speak about their journeys through how they, the challenges that they do encounter. So through this business called Peach Classic Peanut, we have the, I normally encourage the women to actually buy the peanuts for the purpose of balancing, when it comes to balancing diet, for the purpose of making protein as part of the diet, encouraging them on positive living. So because they do encounter so many challenges, I would love for the partners to, if they could come in and put an initiative to support my business to maneuver, so that I can also make it easier for the women to actually get the peanut at affordable prices. So thank you so much. So can I proceed with one? It's for her. I'm speaking on behalf of some.
Okay, thank you so much, Magdalene. We have come to the conclusion of our ideas section, and I hope just the 3 of you? Okay, please come up. We'll start with you. It's not on my list. Jeff, did you guys change the list?
Thank you. Hamjambo. Enda soba. Haya, kumbe kuna watu wanajua hiyo? That is Masai, by the way. My name is Wayne Tiampati, and I come from Kajiado. I'm the executive director of an organization called Elevate the Young. Now, you've heard a lot of things being said about the Maasai in Kajiado, Maasai this, GBV that. But we are still not at the point of tackling the economic aspect of GBV violence that is being meted on our women in Kajiado. So in order to tackle the issues around GBV in regards to the economic empowerment, our idea is one that is intersectional in such a way that it will tackle both GBV, climate change, and economic empowerment. So this idea is all about fertilizer, making organic fertilizer. And how do you do this? By using manure, because in Maasai land, most of us are herders, so we have a lot of manure from animals. And also by employing the organic waste from households, for example, the food from the houses, and also the plant-based manure that is found in our sokos. Sokos are our local markets. So you find that a lot of waste is generated in the markets. So if we could find a way whereby we can use the waste generated from the markets, instead of just dumping it, we process it and make it and turn it into organic fertilizer. That would be a very big plus in the food chain and in the food market. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I don't know whether to be happy, but we have an additional 10 people to go through. So may I please have Lina Ogutu? I'm really glad. That means that there's a large uptake for people that have been inspired to build solutions. Lina Ogutu. Martha Otieno.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. My idea is World Bank started a project on youth empowerment. I know we all know it, Kenya Youth Employability and Opportunities Program, whereby they trained women and youth in apprenticeship skills, but they only targeted 9 counties. The success rate of that program was over 80%. So as one of the coordinators, I thought of how do we scale that program to more youths. So the idea is to have a portal where apprenticeship model is where you place a student with a master craftsman, someone who's opened their workshop. And then they train for 5 months and they get a certificate. So my idea is to have a portal where the master craftsman can register and sign up. Let's say I'm a plumber in Kajiado, and I'm in this location, this ward, and I have this workshop. And then also now that means we'll have all master craftsmen in the whole country putting up their details in that particular portal. And then if you're a trainee or someone who wants to get skills, remember right now tertiary education is very expensive. So if you're, let's say, in the rural area of Turkana and you want to learn masonry, you only go to the portal, sign up, and get the masonry next to you, and then they can go train you for 4 months, 5 months, and then you get certification. So once we have the portal, it is easier for us to also, if there's someone who needs a plumber, remember, we now have in the portal trained plumbers from all over the country. You just go and key in and be able to get a plumber who's near you. That means you can also see how long ago they got their certification, how much experience they have, and all that. And other than that, we'll also integrate financial skills training and small business management training. We only need like 300K to do the portal, so any takers, you're welcomed.
Thank you so much. May I please have Leah Akoth? Leah Akoth.
Hi everyone, my name is Leah Akoth. I'm a journalist, and my idea here is I want to create an application called Connect. Since we're all here, how many people know each other? Like you're here, do you know everyone who is within here? So you find like I like attending conferences, summits, events, but sometimes the numbers can be overwhelming. People can be many. You don't know who to talk to, you don't know who to interact with. Probably you have an organization, you'd want somebody to fund you, you want to learn from another organization. So in Connect is whereby people who attend conferences can meet one another, whereby somebody can create a profile. Once you create a profile with what you do, you can be linked with somebody who's either working in that field or is interested in knowing the other field. Because once you are here, a number of you people, some will go with each other contacts, and business cards can be very overwhelming. So imagine having a place where all these contacts of everyone that you've been attending here is just in one platform. It's like a mini LinkedIn, where once you're from here, you can get to know her name, you can get to know what she's working with, you can get to know how long she's been doing it, and in a way, not everybody is equipped to talking. Like, not everybody has that power of talking. So once you are in this application, you get to meet the people that you are interested in working with, knowing whatever they've been doing. So there are various features, and we also will consider security, whereby we allow you to share what you are comfortable in sharing. So that is my idea, and I'd really love it because I see everyone here likes attending events, and it can give a way of people just getting information and helping them connect and network. Thank you very much.
Okay. Next, I'd love to call Laura Nicole. Wamuyu Nyanga. Wamuyu Nyanga. Klezensia Nichangi. For those of you that have gotten the QR codes, please do not vote. Let us wait to hear all the ideas, and then the voting will begin.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Klesensia Mchanji from Kilifi County. I've just arrived today morning, and I'm happy to be here. I have all the pleasure. I have a community-based organization, which is rural-based. We deal with the rural areas. It's called the New Dawn Mentorship CBO, and it's a woman-led organization. We have a project to enhance self-dependence in young mothers, because we all know Kilifi is known for early marriages and early pregnancies. So we came up with this idea. It's a tailoring project, tailoring and dressmaking, whereby we call it a throw away nothing, a turn initiative, whereby the pieces, we make dresses, we make handbags, we make shoes, and all sorts of things using the material. And the small pieces which remain from the materials, we use them to make patchwork designs, and the leftovers, we use them to make pillows and cushions. But we have a challenge with the machines. Recently, when the students opened the schools, we got a tender of school uniforms, but we could not afford to make all of the clothes because we lacked the machines. So it's my plea, if we can get the donors and the funds, we will really appreciate. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and for traveling the distance to be here with us today. I'd like to invite Malachi John. Malachi John. Malkia. Sorry.
Good afternoon. My name is Malkia John. It's not as scary. My name is Malkia John. I'm a co-founder of Sauti Salama. And this is the idea. When I was 20 years old, I know some people have had this story. So when I was 20 years old, I had a smartphone. I was on campus. I traveled to Machakos, and I got sexually harassed. Yes. I did not know what to do. I am an advocate of GBV. I'm an advocate for women and girls, but I did not know what to do at that point. Later on, we came up with a solution called Sauti Salama, which is an app where survivors of sexual violence can report, access legal and mental health experts, and also form community. imagine sitting in this room, every 1 in 5 women have experienced sexual harassment in their life. If you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, this is like randomization, but 1 in every 5 women have experienced sexual assault. And 60% of survivors in Kenya do not even have access to justice. And this justice could look like the traditional way. It could even look like an app, a smartphone. They do not have access to that. We have a daunting legal system, and the mental health issues that are come up because, as Alberta had said, violence towards a woman or a person in general stays with you your whole life. So the mental health issues that come up are forever. So we designed Sauti Salama app. So we have a big red button. When you press it, it starts recording voice notes immediately. So you could be at a point of, potential assault. So you could start recording, and later on you could upload photos. We are onboarding NGOs, mental health experts, and also lawyers onto the app. And the app is now about to be in the MVP stage, so we are launching the app on our app store. Pitching this idea to have a community, if even people who can come on board, and people who can do pro bono, lawyers, and also pro bono mental health experts who can help at this stage. Also, this will be the only app in Kenya that will be helping GBV survivors report. Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much, Malkai. Next, I'd like to invite Wayne Tiampati. Wayne. The last one would be Mugwe Kamau Calvin. Okay.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mugwe. Growing up, I grew up from a childhood whereby my dad was an inspector, and most of the time I will see crimes happening and crimes getting reported. And what I'm developing She Health. She Health is a platform whereby we help those who were abused. Like, for example, when I was a kid, a friend of mine got raped, and the process of it was really tedious, the reporting, getting the medication and everything. And the data, being a techie, as my background, the data is out there, and the platform is to help these young girls and others to come on board and even get the counseling and also the help to get mental health through therapists. And part of the app, we are also helping other individuals who have encountered in different forms of crime. And that's why I would really love you guys to come on board for She Health. What we are solving a problem is unsafe abortion, which is a thing in Kenya. Thank you.
I'd like to invite Mercy Njiro.
Good afternoon. My name is Mercy. I'm coming from Kajiado. And as our presenter said on things to do with milk, our women are so much disadvantaged in Kajiado because they were denied the chance to go to school. And it was as a result of FGM, one of the GBV measures. So as we are brainstorming together with the Builded Ukwiri, we saw that if we can set up solar powered coolers rooms in the villages, that can really help these women preserve their milk and reduce the risk associated with them traveling those very long distances. And as we are giving them education, because we are giving them basic education, we want to make this one as a platform that they will learn as well as earning. And you can imagine now if we can also combine the feeds and come up with haze. Of course, our women are going through a lot. They are the ones to take care of all the house chores, which are unpaid. So if we can restore the dry feeds, of course these women will have an earning that at least will kind of compensate their unpaid care jobs, and this also will reduce most of the risk associated because they are walking long distances throughout the day, and through this we'll be able now to curb these gender-based violences associated with it. Thank you so much.
May I please have John Deritu?
Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing today? My name is John Deritu, and I'm a computer science student here at Daystar University. I'd like to turn your attention to the story of Wangari. Wangari is a 3-year-old. Wangari is a mom of 3 kids at Dagoretti. She owns a salon. Her husband is a construction worker. She beats her at least twice a week for reasons that are not valid. She has a salon and she says, if only I was economically strong enough to raise my 3 kids alone, I would leave this abusive relationship. Her story is not unique. 15% of the 41% you have just been told are facing the same problem. Now, Wangari is not helpless. She has a salon. Why can't we amplify her work so that she can become economically empowered to raise her kids? And that's what we are doing at iLoca. iLoca is a digital platform that amplifies, that connects these micro businesses with local consumers. Hey, I have a question. Do you know if my shoe got torn right now, I wouldn't know where to find a cobbler. But through iLoca, if that mama mboga has set up a shop around here, I'll be able to find her. I'll give her the market, and I'll get the convenience. It's a win-win situation. Economic empowerment for the ladies. Back in 2008, we had a very controversial story of Rihanna and Chris Brown. Domestic violence. How was she able to live and become the icon she is today? Economic empowerment. She was strong enough financially to leave the abusive relationship. In Kenya, we can emulate the same model. If we can amplify that mama mboga, if we can amplify that fundi wa kiatu, not only will we be ensuring that the economic level is going up, but also empowering these ladies. It's a very sad scenario. My sister faced that, and I was only 12 years old, and there was nothing I could do about it. But now I have been equipped by Daystar University with the technological skills I need to ensure that no other lady has to face through that. My ask today is not money. My ask today is collaboration and partnership. Like any other business, like Facebook, I know there are business gaps in my model, but together we can work together to ensure or to realize this amazing dream. As Safaricom always says, tuungane, tuinuane. That is how we are going to make an example in East Africa. And not just East Africa, but Africa as a whole. Kindly partner with me and let's make this dream a reality. Let's make Wangari strong enough to stand on her own and to believe that yes, she can. Yes, she can provide for her kids. Yes, she can be able to cater for her needs, and she does not need to stay in that abusive relationship. Thank you so much for your time. I have a prototype already, and I hope we can collaborate and make this work. Thank you for your time.
We have come to the end of our idea pitches, and I believe you all have the voting QR code with you. So it should be projected very soon. It's locked? Yes, it's still locked as per now. We're about to open it. I just wanted to share with you the criteria for voting. Please note that we are looking for businesses that contribute to the prevention of gender-based violence. We are looking for businesses that work to contribute to protect gender-based violence survivors. And we are looking for business ideas which contribute to the rehabilitation, economic empowerment, and social reintegration of gender-based violence survivors. I guess without further ado, we will ask that the organizers open the QR code, the voting link. It should be projected in 1 minute, and the voting should take 10 minutes, and then we will announce our 10 enterprises that will be moving forward to the next stage. To the organizers, I see some people at the front have not received the QR code with the, okay, there it is. If you're next to a screen, you can scan to vote. Remember our criteria: ideas that contribute to prevent gender-based violence, ideas that work to contribute to protect gender-based violence survivors, ideas that contribute to the rehabilitation, economic empowerment, and social reintegration of gender-based violence survivors. Are you all able to vote? Have you cast your vote? Who have you voted for? We've pardon? Oh shit, that's a question. Okay, I think you can cast your vote once. You can pick several? Oh, okay. So you can pick several, you can click several, and then the ones that tally and have the largest amount of votes will be picked in the final 10. The name of the first gentleman? Okay, so that the gentleman from the first, I can see you have your first vote in the corner there. He's called Joseph Waweru. Anyone else for Joseph Waweru? Organizers, Ongeshi, we have been informed that Joseph Waweru, the first gentleman. Yo, Ade. Okay. 1 minute, please. If you keep refreshing the link, it will. Organizers, any news on the final tally? Not yet. Okay. Have you voted? Okay. It was quite interesting to see that we had more than 28 ideas being presented here today. And you have a heavy responsibility of narrowing it down to just 10 good ideas that will be taken forward for further development. Organizers, do we have a final tally? Okay. Our organizers are like the Kenyan Electoral Commission. They're tallying. What are you still tallying? It's closed? To vote? It is closed. They're tallying now. We will just play some soft music as we wait for our officials to come back. They just all suddenly left the room. I do not know. They just all stood up and walked out. So I do not know what's going on behind there. We can only speculate on who the winner will be and on who the 10 people moving forward would be. But I'd just like to ask the DJ to just play us some soft, calming, and relaxing music. For those of you who are waiting to figure out if you have made it to the 10 ideas that are moving forward, just take a deep breath. Some soft music as we wait for our officials to come back. and then we will move into our group formation. Is that all? So in no particular order, I would like to invite Sawuti Salama. Then I'd like to invite Class Peanut. Sheena Street. Telehealth. Throw away nothing. Safe haven. Safe transportation. Reusable sanitary towels, Victoria. Solar powered, MIK. Iloka. And ladies and gentlemen, this is our final 10. Thank you all for voting. Super excited to have Okay, thank you so much to our first 10. We hope that you will keep the celebration short because now begins the hard work. We do have another elimination round tomorrow. So with the final with this first 10 that has been voted, we would like some of you who did not make it into these 10 to form groups that will work to support them, just ideation groups that could help make their ideas better. So we will group them into 10. Group them into 10. Okay, we will have Wangeshi explain to us how this particular group formation is going to take place, and then we will start off with our ideation.
Hi everyone, congratulations to all of you who participated here, to all 28 of you. Honestly, your ideas were good, the votes were coming in swiftly, but you all narrowed it down, we gave the power to you, and now we have the 10. Now for those of you who pitched but never got voted, could I see by a show of hand if you were pitching, all right? If you could just stand up. All right. Do you find any of the founders that pitched here that you resonate with? Right? So these parties, we are trying to make sure that for the next 24 hours that you're going to be working on your idea, which is now less than 24 hours, you're not going to be working alone. So your first people who would be joining your groups will be the rest of the other people who pitched. So you can either combine something that, it could be that whatever it is that you are doing, it could have an added value if you added something. For instance, I think someone was talking about solar-powered cooling milk, and maybe with organic fertilizer, it could make more sense for that kind of a business. So how do you make sure that you collaborate and do that. So what I want us to do is now form groups. For the rest of you, we are all here to participate, no? All right, so what I want us to do is for each and every one of them, you know what it is that they were pitching. We will just have you join in the groups that they would be in. We are having a maximum group of 7 people. So each group would have 7 people, so these would be the group leaders. So let's do this exercise in a very short period, preferably less than 5 minutes, before I hand this over to Shali. So if we could just spread ourselves across and then we come in and try and just join the group that you'd want to come in. We can also do it here, down here. So you can just come here and as the founders, and then the rest of your groups would come in and just align where would you fit best based on the idea. If you're not sure what someone was pitching, please feel free to ask. I'm assuming you are paying attention, but if you're not, it's okay to ask. Anyone without a co-founder or without a team member, just show by show of hands if you don't have someone. So we have people here who need more people in their groups. So just stand in front of the person that you're going to, in front of the person that's leading the group. So at the very back end, you have the leader, and then in front we have that so that we can be able to see. So is this one group? Guys, I can still see some people standing. At the very middle section here, George and the group around. We can spread ourselves here. Can some of them just move here to reduce the number? You can just spread yourselves across there. Clinic, how many people do you have in your group? Formidable partner. We need 1 or 2 other people to join that group. Anyone interested in health? Join the team at the back. What are you working on? So anyone interested in creating around hostels and living situations, please come here. Safe Hostels is here. Safe Hostel is here. Anyone joining? So that's a group of 4. So which other group is underrepresented on this side? Guys, you're all coming to this side. Sauti Salama, how many people do you have? 7. So that's a full group. You can already go start working. So we can excuse Sauti Salama. Which group is not full? How many are you? 4. Maybe we can add more. How many are you?